You open your phone. A notification appears. It is a birthday reminder for someone who is gone. The algorithm does not know about death. The algorithm only knows dates, connections, data points. It prompts you to wish them well. The person is dead. They will not receive the wish. Yet the wish is there, a ghost in the machine, a question hanging in the silent air of your living room. The digital afterlife is the sum of the data we generate. It is the trail of breadcrumbs left across the vast, networked forest of the internet. It is not one thing, but many. It is the social media profile, frozen in time on the day of the last post. It is the collection of photographs stored in the cloud, an album of a life accessible from any device, anywhere. It is the string of emails, the mundane back and forth of planning a dinner or sharing a link, now imbued with a new significance. It is the voice memos saved on a phone, the sound of a laugh captured by chance, a casual "I love you" at the end of a call. These are the artifacts. This collection of digital effects constitutes a new kind of estate. We have wills for our physical possessions. We decide who gets the house. We decide who gets the car. We decide who gets the jewelry. We have not, until recently, considered who gets the password to our email. Who has the right to manage our online persona after we are gone? The digital afterlife is an unplanned inheritance, a sprawling, chaotic archive left for the living to sort through. Grief has two impulses that seem, on the surface, to be in opposition. The first is memory. The second is closure. Memory is the act of holding on. It is the telling of stories. It is the review of photographs. It is the rereading of letters. It is the conscious effort to keep the person present in our minds, to honor the life that was lived, the impact it had on our own. Memory is a tether to the past, a way of ensuring that the dead are not forgotten. Closure, on the other hand, is the act of letting go. It is the acceptance of the finality of death. It is the point at which we stop waiting for the door to open, for the phone to ring. It is the slow, painful process of reorienting our lives around the absence, of finding a way to move forward in a world that is permanently changed. Closure does not mean forgetting. It means finding a measure of peace with the fact of the loss. The digital world collapses the space between memory and closure, forcing them into a confrontation for which we are often unprepared. They are active, not passive. They arrive unbidden. This is the conflict. Consider the story of a woman named Sarah. Her husband died suddenly. He was a prolific writer of emails, not of love letters, but of everyday observations. He sent links to articles he found interesting. He shared jokes. After his death, Sarah found herself lost in a silence that was deafening. One night, unable to sleep, she opened his email account. She started reading. She scrolled back months, then years. She found his thoughts on a movie they had seen, his frustration with a broken appliance, his excitement about a planned vacation. For Sarah, this was not an act of denial. It was an act of connection. The emails were not a substitute, but a supplement. They filled in the gaps. She could almost hear his voice. The digital archive became a place of comfort, a private space where she could spend time with him. Not as a ghost, but as the person he was, preserved in his own words. This is the argument for the digital memorial. Social media profiles can become living scrapbooks. Friends and family can continue to share. On birthdays, they visit and share a favorite memory. It becomes a place to gather, a digital wake that never has to end. Then there is the other side, the story of David. David's best friend, Mark, died in an accident. Mark's social media profile was never memorialized. For months, David found himself compulsively checking it. He would scroll through Mark's old posts, read the comments, look at the photos of them together. The platform kept pushing Mark's content into his feed. Each notification was a fresh jolt of pain. But the photos were not recent. Mark was gone. He would reread their last exchange, as if a different outcome were possible. He was waiting for dots that would never appear again. The digital ghost was holding him hostage. The internet's architecture is not built for endings. It is built for continuous presence. A profile that remains active suggests a life that remains active. It can confuse the algorithms and the grieving human heart. Each instance is a small trauma, an unending echo of the life that was. For David, the solution was drastic. He blocked the profile and deleted their messages. It felt like a second death, but it gave him space to begin to heal. There is no single correct way to navigate this. The needs of the grieving are not uniform. What brings comfort to one person can bring torment to another. The solution must be rooted in choice. We need the ability to make decisions for ourselves before we are gone and for our loved ones after. Technology companies are introducing tools, legacy contacts, memorialization settings, automatic deletion policies. These are the digital equivalents of a last will and testament. We should have these conversations. Talking about our digital lives is an act of care. Do you want your profile to become a memorial? Do you want it deleted entirely? Who should have the keys to your digital kingdom? Deciding in advance replaces uncertainty with a clear plan. If you are grieving now, be gentle with yourself. You have permission to mute, to unfollow, to block. Ask a friend to help. Keep what matters. Deactivate if that feels right. We can learn to live with the ghosts.